Last night marked the end of the World Cup, with Lionel Messi lifting the trophy to compete his trophy haul to cement his place as the GOAT. Whilst the footballing world may have been behind Messi and Argentina, we did have a Liverpool player who was a part of the losing side, that being Konate. Club football is set to return in a number of days, with the Reds taking on Manchester City in the Carabao Cup, a game that Liverpool want to win. In today's video, we have some massive news regarding Thiago, provide you an update with regards to Arthur, and go over the latest news surrounding Liverpool over the last 24 hours. There is so much to cover in today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. Before we get into today's video, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. As we mentioned in the intro, last night marked the end of the 2022 World Cup that spelt heartbreak for Konate as France fell to a 4-2 shootout defeat to Argentina in a dramatic World Cup final, with the Liverpool defender playing only the final 7 minutes. Liverpool's number 5 had been in doubt before the final after catching the virus that had spread through the French camp, and he was ultimately named to start on the bench. His former RB Leipzig teammate Dayot Amkamsano was instead preferred as the left centre-back alongside Rafael Varane, who Konate had taken the place for in the semi-final. A truly captivating final over 120 minutes and a shootout followed, starting with France first being pulled apart by Argentina in the opening half. Lionel Messi opened the scoring from the penalty spot after Dembele was adjudged to have impeded Angel Di Maria, with the Barcelona winger subsequently subbed off after 41 minutes. His withdrawal came 5 minutes after Di Maria scored Argentina's second goal after a sumptuous team move, with Olivier Giroud joining him in an early exit before the break. Deschamps would make a further 2 substitutions in the second half, neither being the introduction of Konate, as he searched for any spark to get his side back into the game. And his side would find a way back, Kylian Mbappe scoring twice in the space of a minute, first from the penalty spot, then to make it 2-2, with just 9 minutes of the 90 remaining, with the momentum firmly with France for the final part of the game. Extra time beckoned and the drama continued, with Lionel Messi scoring with 11 minutes remaining before Mbappe notched his hat-trick with another penalty. Konate was introduced in the middle of it all to take it to a shootout. Argentina, though, were triumphant for the 3rd time in their history, the first for Messi to deliver heartbreak for Konate, winning the shootout 4-2. Konate played 292 minutes throughout the tournament over 5 games and was the last remaining Liverpool player in the competition. In other news, it is being reported that Thiago is set for a contract extension. It has been well documented that Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool will have a plethora of decisions to make as they look to evolve their midfield. The marquee signing of Jude Bellingham looks to be the one that the Reds are aiming to lock in as a staple for the future, and while signings always provide a level of excitement, it is imperative that the Reds maintain the foundations of a core that has helped garner control amid difficult spells. That's what the club looks set to do with giving Thiago a contract extension. Thiago still currently has 18 months left on his current deal, but the club is said to be keeping a close eye on the situation and want to tie him down for longer. Thiago quickly silenced any doubters over whether he was only moved on from Bayern Munich because he was past his best, and has since become an integral part of Klopp's side. Liverpool even altered their style slightly to help get the best out of a talent who has looked world-class since his arrival, but that could have also caught the attention of suitors. Set to turn 32 years old next April, there is an argument that the Reds should instead opt to find a younger option, but as seen with the likes of David Silva for Manchester City in recent years, it is clear that Thiago's style of play could benefit the Reds for the remainder of Klopp's tenure. It has been a lone spell with few highs so far for Melo, playing only 13 minutes before a serious long-term muscle injury derailed his hopes of having an influence, but his return is ahead of schedule according to his agent. At the time, it felt typical of Liverpool's luck that their deadline signing to cover for injuries in the midfield would then subsequently sustain a long-term issue himself. Arthur required surgery back in October and had been expected to spend up to 3 or 4 months on the sidelines. It has now been more than 2 months since his injury, and at the start of the week, reports in Italy stated he could return by the end of the month after positive progress. Now his agent, Federico Pastrallo, has praised his determined player in his recovery and putting himself 3 weeks ahead of schedule. He said he's a determined boy, and as a proof of this is the fact by forging ahead to get back on the pitch, he is 3 weeks ahead of his schedule. He had recovered 30% earlier than expected, and he should be ready for what is the start of the new championship. Arthur was also present during Liverpool's warm weather training camp in Dubai, but having not yet returned to team training, his availability for selection is unlikely to come until mid to late January at the earliest. He will also still be a Liverpool player, despite some reports saying that Liverpool would end their loan, with his agent confirming that he will still be a Red come the start of 2023. He said he will 100% stay at Liverpool in January. It's an aspect that has never been under discussion. I don't know who questioned the rumours about a possible return to Turin, but that's not the case. It's not for sin in this contract, and there's no possibility because no one is questioning him, neither Liverpool nor the player. Frozen pitches denied a number of Liverpool loanees action over the weekend, but it's failed to stop Connor Bradley, who scored his 6th goal of the season for Bolton Wanderers. It's been quite a productive loan for Bradley so far, quickly establishing himself as a reliable figure for Bolton in League One. In midweek, he scored a goal and provided an assist in an EFL trophy win against Manchester United, and he followed it up with another strike as Bolton returned to winning ways in the league on Saturday. Bradley, in his 21st start of the season, got the Trotters off to the perfect start, having been alive to the ball as Dion Charles tried to get it under control in the penalty area. After failing to, the 19-year-old, he was quick to fire it off first time through the legs of goalkeeper Jamel Blackman, before wheeling away to the corner flag as he celebrated, making it 1-0. That makes it 6 goals and 5 assists in 26 games for Bradley, who Bolton News described as a class act after striking almighty fear into Exeter's hearts with every foray forward over the weekend. Bradley could even had another goal, only for his close-range header to be directed agonisingly wide of the upright it was begging to be finished. Charles went on to wrap up the win after 26 minutes for Bolton, and with 3 points in the bag, Owen Beck came on for the last 11 minutes for his 4th league appearance this season. Over in the Championship, Tyler Morton played 90 minutes for the 10th successive time in the league, at the base of Blackburn's midfield as they collected 3 points in Norwich. The 20-year-old was not credited with an assist, but it was his lofted free kick just 4 minutes that led to Ben Gibson turning the ball into his own net. Tyrese Dolan made sure the result late on, scoring to seal a 2-0 win to ensure Blackburn closed out the day 3rd in the table, 8 points behind leaders Burnley. Morton was handed a rating of 7 out of 10 by Lancs Live after working hard in the central midfield, but it was noted that there are still times when it's caught out spending too long in possession. Elsewhere, Reece Williams started his 3rd successive game for Blackpool in a 1-1 draw with Cardiff, while Leighton Clarkson featured for 76 minutes in Aberdeen's narrow 1-0 defeat to Celtic. Liverpool fans, what do you make of the news that Thiago is set to sign a new contract, and do you agree with the decision? Let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. Please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.